I'm going to be honest with you, Libra. The energy felt a little bit scattered or even overwhelming while I was tuning in for you. I get the sense that for some of you, maybe there are solutions in your life that don't really feel attainable because there just isn't enough time in the day, or you're already feeling so spread out that you can't possibly imagine doing one more thing right now. Maybe people are trying to give you advice. Maybe you even know what it is that you should be doing, but for some reason you're just not feeling like you're able to do it. So if this is making some sense for you, then this reading is very likely for you. I did pull a couple of animal cards here, which kind of seem to confirm and also explain some of this energy, because we did start off with the dragonfly. And this really is an energy that can be quite scattered. Dragonflies often change direction, they can move back and forth, they can kind of turn mid-flight. And so I feel like some of you might be in this place where it's like you're trying to do one thing and then you end up needing to do something else. It's kind of like the more you try to get done, the more jobs that are being made. And it feels sort of like your brain is just moving very quickly, but you're not actually getting anywhere. So that might be kind of a theme in your life where it feels like you're always go, go, go. You're always in this frantic thing or frantic energy, and you're not really able to catch up with your life. So that's kind of a hard energy to be in. But I do feel like with the horse, there is some guidance here. This is also a very fast moving energy, but it's much more grounded. You know, it's connected to the element of earth, whereas dragonfly is connected to the element of air. And so it really gives me this sense that it's important for you to focus on one thing and really focus on the things that make you feel stable. So I'm almost getting this kind of 10 of Wands energy where maybe you are carrying too much at once, or you're trying to get too much done right now. And it's important that you kind of simplify, maybe even make yourself a little checklist, doing things that are almost like helping you build a momentum as opposed to just creating more tasks for you. So try not to go right into something that feels daunting or overwhelming, especially if that's where you already are, and really try to break things down into smaller pieces. That feels like some advice here. I do also feel like with the horse, it's important that you are taking some time to meditate or to be disciplined with yourself in some way, maybe even with exercise. It's really about the discipline. That is what is important with this energy that I'm getting right now. And I think there is something here that is kind of helping you focus, move forward, and really take control of your life. So really excited actually to see what comes through in the tarot for you. And as I'm shuffling, I am going to announce that I have a sale running on my website. You can get 20% off all of my services using the code Good Tidings through the holiday season. So whether you're looking for a reading or energy healing session to get a sense of what's coming for you in 2026, or just started off on the right foot, now is an excellent time to book that. You can find the link for my website as well as all of my other social media accounts in the description of this video. You can also find a link for Coffee, which is a donation service that lets you make a one-time or monthly donation. But if you just support this channel with your likes, shares, comments, subscribes, that really helps me too, and I appreciate all the support that you do give this channel. And finally, be sure to hit that bell notification if you haven't done so already. That way you can always stay up to date with what's in the cards for you. So what are the messages that we have for Libra? What are the messages? What's the guidance for Libra right now? So we do have the Two of Swords, and interestingly, we do have the Ace of Cups. So again, it feels like you're being blocked off from something that you know or feel is right for you. Maybe for some of you, this is also about a relationship. Maybe it feels like you're not seeing eye to eye with somebody, but there is still a connection there. I hate to go there because I do think it's kind of predatory in these tarot readings when people give these love readings about exes or people they're in conflict with coming back. But it does kind of make me wonder if maybe you have recently gone no contact with someone that you still care about, or there's still an emotional connection there. Maybe you've needed to take a break, but definitely use your intuition and discernment here with these messages, because I don't think that it's usually the normal thing that your ex comes back or something, and that is a healthy thing. Show me a little more. Show me a little more. So it does feel like there's some movement. There is something that is kind of gaining momentum here with the Knight of Swords. And it almost feels like it doesn't matter what you decide, just decide with the Two of Swords. Because it's almost like this back and forth is killing you. It's deflating all the energy before you even get out and moving. And so if you feel like overwhelmed in your life and you're kind of trying to overthink everything or have everything all figured out, just start moving. Just start doing. You can figure things out as you go. We do have Judgment in the present. Yeah, making a decision, making a big decision. And I do feel like this is going to help you find healing. This is also going to help you find connection with the Ace of Cups, whether that's romantic or some other kind of supportive or affirming relationship. It feels like there is a decision that you've needed to make that you're finally making. If there has been something that you've been putting off, something that you've needed to let go of, especially, it feels like now is the time to surrender that. Now is the time to make a big decision. Because I feel like it's just really important that you're getting out of this passive questioning energy and that you're starting to make things happen. And again, it's almost like it doesn't matter what it is that you decide. Just start deciding. Just get moving. We do have the Two of Cups, which is quite interesting. So again, I do feel like there is something with a relationship that's really kind of coming into focus here. For others of you, this could just be about making a decision. Once again, making a commitment. Sometimes this even talks about self-love or integrating two different parts of yourself. But I'm really getting the sense here there is something about a relationship. So I'm curious, why is the Two of Cups here? Two of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you're choosing to be in more stable connections. You don't want to be in connections where it feels like you're racing around. You're always wondering where you are with another person. Maybe there is a conversation that you need to have in order to have more of a sense of stability or commitment here. But for others of you, this could just be about committing to a new pattern. Because I feel like maybe in the past, if you've had some kind of anxious attachment style or some sort of self-worth issues, very often you are attracted to people and relationships where you have to prove yourself. You have to earn love. You have to earn attention. You almost have to chase after something. And I feel like there's a shift here. And maybe this isn't even just about love. This could be about other things you're trying to do. Other goals, dreams, manifestations especially. It's not about just chasing after something. It's about being confident, making moves, and attracting what you want or who you want to you. Take in those qualities. Adopt the qualities that you seek in another person. What does confidence look like to you? And we do have the Ten of Wands. It's funny, this is an energy I was just picking up on for you. You do need to let go of certain things. You're carrying too much. Maybe for some of you, there is somebody you can delegate or hand responsibilities off on, especially with the Two of Cups. This can very much be about getting support from somebody or even a group of people. But there is a need to be vulnerable. You need to simplify. I feel like that is the key word for you in this reading, Libra. It is simplify. And I'm a Libra rising myself. We can very easily get in our own way. We can overcomplicate things. We can overthink things. But I really feel like, Libra, now is the time to decide what you're doing and to let go of things that you don't actually have control over. That feels key. As I'm saying that, I'm getting a very loud ringing in my ear. And that might come up in relationships for some of you. You might always be worried about how you're going to impact other people or how they're going to respond to you. And you can only control that so much. And I feel like, what happens if you're just direct and honest? You might lose connections, you might lose certain situations, but those things were just built on a house of cards, if that's the case. And again, simplify, simplify. That is the word that I'm really, really getting for you. What else do we have for Libra? Any other messages? We have the Ace of Swords, clarity. And the clarity that comes through making a decision, or the right decision, will become clear very soon. And I mean very soon, because you do have judgment in the present right now. So if there is something that feels uncertain, maybe this is the video, maybe this is the sign, but it feels like there is a sign that is going to help you just make a decision that is right for you. Or again, just make a decision, and that's going to help you figure out really fast what's aligned for you, what is right for you. What else do we have for Libra? Anything else? Any other messages? We have the Chariot and the World. So yeah, this is very much about discipline, about willpower. We have that horse imagery coming in again. So it does feel like this is a very important totem for you, a very important symbol, which is all about strength, endurance, moving forward, being very grounded. And I do feel like even being carried or moving through a next chapter, because the world is all about endings and beginnings. You are going through a threshold right now, and you are creating a new beginning for yourself. You are stepping into a new world, a new life, Libra. And that only happens when you decide to do that. When you make the action, when you make the commitment, your whole life can change very, very quickly. This one decision is going to change everything, and it's going to change everything for the better. That is a very powerful message I'm getting for you right now. And as I see the clock, it was just at 12:12, so maybe that's a number you're seeing a lot. It feels like there's almost this cosmic unity or order. And it's like by you stepping into your power, you become more powerful. You step into a powerful life. And I feel like you are realizing just how strong you are, just how much power you have, your magic. I feel like there's one more message for you. What is the final message for Libra? Top and bottom. Okay. We have the High Priestess and the King of Wands. So really listening into your inner voice. I'm getting the sense that there's a lot of voices in your head. You're afraid of who's going to say what, who's going to respond to you, what other people are talking about, what they're thinking. But have you ever stopped to just ask yourself, what are you thinking? Because a lot of the voices that are in your head are not your own. What is your inner voice telling you? I think the answer is a lot simpler than you realize. It's a lot more clear, a lot more direct. And the King of Wands, this is all about having confidence in yourself. And when people are confident, they uplift other people. They help them find their confidence too. So maybe this is a message of discernment for those of you in your life who have people who seem very confident but only put other people down. That's not real confidence. And you can bet that those people don't really have self-worth. So you don't need to worry about being confident and stepping all over people or crushing people. Your power is not going to do that, especially as a Libra. And in fact, when you finally silence your mind, you're actually able to hear what other people need to say, what they're trying to tell you, which is an interesting message there. Because I feel like someone has been trying to communicate something with you, or a sign has been trying to come through and reveal itself to you, but you're so in your head about it, you're trying to anticipate things all the time that you're not even getting the messages that are being delivered to you directly. Things are actually a lot more straightforward than they seem. And I do think that it's important to take time for yourself. Take a few minutes to meditate, a few seconds, a few deep breaths, whatever it is, to help you center yourself. And when your mind is in this disrupted state, or your emotions are dysregulated, the two are going to impact one another. So when you take the time to find that stillness, when you're present with yourself and let those intense waves pass through you, and this doesn't necessarily even look like trying to solve them. It's about leaning into the experience. You don't have to believe in it. You don't have to drown in this. But by sitting in the intensity, by really listening to it, you realize what's actually real and what isn't. And I hope that this gives you clarity. I hope that this empowers you. I hope that this gives you that motivation to say yes to the thing that you've been dying to say yes to. To also give yourself permission to let go of the things that aren't serving you, or the things that you don't really need to be holding on to right now, and to just simplify. And those are all the messages I have for you at this time, Libra. I would love to hear in the comments down below any other interpretations or the connections you made with this reading. I love to hear these different perspectives. And definitely give that horse emoji if you've made it all the way to the end. Let us know here. Claim this energy for yourself, because it feels really powerful, really beautiful, like you're creating a life for yourself, which I love, love, love to see. And again, all of my links are in the description of this video. You can get 20% off all of my services through the holiday season using the code Good Tidings, and you can find all of my links for social media accounts and everything else. I will see you all in the next video, Libra. I'm sending lots of love and blessings your way. Take care.